Whoa there, where am I? I disappeared. Hold on a bit. I might have no idea where I went. No, definitely in here, but just not here. So I'm somewhere in the screen. But I have no idea where the heck I am. Yep, I have no idea where the heck I am. I need to reload my model a little bit. Hold on a bit. Oh, wait, why am I not moving? Oh, yes, now I'm moving. Sorry that I kind of like stream a little bit too late today. This is going to be a very fun day today. I have to do a few commissions, this and that, yet other stuff. Aside from that, like, hello to everyone. I kind of like, lost my time yesterday. I was doing quite lots of stuff yesterday. So, yeah. I might have to change my streaming time, though. Alright. Just keep doing this one. Alright, the music is good. Would there be anyone joining in? There's, of course, no one. Why? Because this is not my usual streaming time. Either way, hi there everyone, my name is Kiribako and I'm your host and your Vtuber voice here to entertain you and may not have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah. I'm still very tired. There's so many things to do today. Lots of people assume I'm kind of free every day, so they just keep asking me to do shit. Technically, I am free, so in a technical form. Hold on a bit, let me do a little bit of control, a little bit this, a little bit that, and everything is back. Whoa, and hello. Today, not really a lot of things to talk about, I guess. Like, I would love to yap a little bit, but I'm not sure like, yapping is going to help that much today. Either way, hello there everyone, my name is Kiribako, and I am your host and your Vtuber voice here to entertain you, and may or may not have no idea what I'm doing or went off tangents. Who knows? Oh, my niece is crying, but still okay. Yeah, she's 9 months old? No, 10 months old. Yes, 10 months old. New little baby. Due to me being free here, I have to take care of her sometimes. So yeah. Uncle Kira here is actually uncle. Either way, Alright. Alright. I think you should be doing very well right now. I am currently... Holy moly, why is this thing in this size? Let me go back to my... canvas size setting. Why this is an inch? Something happened. Alright, good. So I'm going to do a few chibi drawing today. I already have like a few set up here. But for this one, a much more official one, the Domi one, I should do it first. Because it's from the Vgen. It's a proper business that I have to apply that on. Let me... I want to open up like look at my older stuff. Not older stuff, it's more like my template. I need that template. It's not because I can't like function without a template. It's more like I need the template to at least make the YCH consistency there. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, let me warm my glove. Need to take a look at Gomi's model again. It's raining downpour, raining downpour. It's raining downpour. It's raining downpour here. Oh, wait. Artista Cafe we go. I completely forgot that to switch a scene. How long I've been drawing? Like full on 30 minutes with just like looking at my blank face. Huh. Nice. Professional streamer here. Professional streamer here. What was I doing again? Oh, yes. Want to take a look at this thing. Definitely not stuffed. Yes, yes, you. Not. I think the blue have to be a little bit much more glaring. So, hi there, Gurmy. Yep, this blue is way more better. Crying eye. This one should be like this color. Also, an additional one here. Is it too much? Yeah, I think it's kind of a bit too much. Yeah, kind of doing good. Hello, Punkley. I think I really need to. Yeah, I don't think you need this line support. Your eyes look crying enough. And then I need to make sure the horn works. For some reasons, I put the horn in a completely wrong directions. What is this part? I have no idea. So this is like the line I accidentally missed. Not accidentally missed, I changed it. The one is this one, orange. Let's see. Nope. Too orange. Yep. Way better, but slightly redder. Good. Hold on a bit. Yep. Not too blurry, you still kind of see a shape. Like, to be honest, like, lighting here is pretty useless because here's the thing. Normally Chibi is not that detailed. Why? Because it's going to be this small. Also, hi there, Jenny. Hello, everyone. Should I add a floor here? I think we should. Yeah, adding floor is actually quite easy. Just have a gray floor. Done. Yeah, top of the head is like semi-transparent and stuff. And I kind of think of it. Now I can't think of it. Should I go low a little bit more? I think I should. Well, this one is fine. Because here's the thing, like if I zoom too small, like it's supposed to be this small if it's like in your screen. Maybe even smaller. So if I zoom them smaller, they're going to be harder to see. So I think it's the best case scenario still look like this. Maybe I can lower them down a notch, but the puddle will be too hard to visible. So I think this one is still, yeah, just this level of down notch is like enough. Oops. And I'm still thinking, need to keep this thing or not. Even if it is, I don't think it should be that color. Yep, this level glow dodge is much more better. Hmm. Yeah, I still got a few like commission art I haven't finished yet. I think I already finished Gomi one. Like I literally spent like more than half an hour on this. 40 minutes, yes. Even though I stream quite late in my Twitch, but on YouTube, actually, funny things about like in YouTube stream, if you guys scrub it like to the front, you notice like I'm just like in my chatting screen, like always in my chatting screen. I forgot to change this scene. You saved the drawing. Do not wake up with the drawing program start working without reasons. To prevent that is quite easy. Have a good computers. And yeah, like I'm quite a computer savvy person, so like I know my computer state to the point that just literally look at this. Look at the tab here. Oh wait, you guys are not looking at this one. Just look at the tab I have. I have 6 small windows with this many tabs. Really depends how you understand your computers. I personally have a decent amount of RAM, a decent decent processor, decent like graphic card, 2080. I can do quite a lot of stuff without stressing my computer that much. Like my computer aren't even like stressing at the moment. This is why like I can literally like run so many people in like the VTubing collab stuff without any other issues. The only issues I have is because I run my like VTube studio stuff a little bit too high tech, a little bit too high fidelity. So this is why like you can see like my model is like somewhat like on the smoother tracking side, but it used way more computing power. So when I actually play like higher fidelity game, like just make a simple like example, like a Resident Evil. Yeah, if I play Resident Evil 4 remake, my model would be very lagging, and then like the game itself would be very lagging unless I tune the entire game to like low qualities. Else, things can't move smoothly. This is why I have a second computers that handle the streaming stuff, so my computer doesn't really handle the encoding. Currently, I didn't turn it on because I don't want to waste electricity bill. Usually I only on this thing whenever I have like heavy games are going to play, because I can at least skip the encoding side. PNG Tuber is always a plan B, but funny thing is I keep drawing reactive for everyone I know except me. I'm not kidding. I am literally drawing almost everyone a reactive constantly. Like some people might get like 3 to 4 reactive in their life for within the years, and while I'm still using the reactive I draw 3 years ago, I still haven't changed it. I can't even show it to you. It's a modified version of my high pose. It's this one. I'm still using this thing. I have like a different lighting to it because like I know reactive back then have this like dark mode and then light mode, so like I want one of my silence like the light look slightly better. Yeah, this is why I haven't changed for so long, but I really should do more stuff. Like, holy heck, I've been drawing so many reactive for so many people, especially for this particular like Phoenix Wright stuff that I'm doing right now. Everyone gets a reactive. Wait, yeah, everyone gets a reactive. Hugh also gets a reactive. Ryu gets a reactive. Take gets a reactive. On the other hand, this is just a pictures. It's not a reactive. Even Gomi have a reactive here. Like, everyone have a reactive except me. You can say like it's the worst, most stupidest idea. So I need to like redraw like at least one for myself one day, because back in the days this thing is not supposed to be reactive. It's just I drew it so well that I just convert them to reactive, because they used to be just like a very simple drawing just for a thumbnail. But as things pass by, just like getting escalated, the quality just escalated to this point. Oh, by the way, like I should be in my thingy. Hold on a bit. I need money first. If I don't have a stable life, I don't have mood to draw myself. Maybe one day I'll be very, 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 very famous. Who knows? By the way, let me try to go to my live stream thingy. Here's the thing, like, I didn't turn off the notification sound thingy, but here's the thing, like, I added a lot of things in the soundboard. So if you like for next Ace Attorney stuff happen, you can actually use the reactive for me to either like open up the tab or open up like do like hold up to ask people like for the interrogation thingy, or for the objections, like you want to present any like thingy. So I actually have all the soundboard put it in there with various different characters. This is the Phoenix Wright one.
Hold it!
Hope it's not too loud.
Hold it! Hold it!
Yeah, I have like everything added in here. Inochi. Good evening to you too.
Objection! Objection!
So I have all this thing. I real this one is actually Hugh's characters. The best objection you can have. Like at least I got like the Athena like hold it, but Athena is for some weird reason I tried to like find Athena objections, but Athena only have hold it in the internet for some reasons. But yeah, like generally just those. And I do have this one.
Gotcha, bitch!
So when we kind of like you know, like catch on people's lies and stuff, we can actually use this thing. And there's this one. This one I quite like it, but I'm not sure it's going to be a very useful one, because like here's the thing, I always like do like this one.
Objection!
Your Honor, I sense bullshit. Since I keep saying bullshit, but I will be like have this thing.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy.
Yeah, now I actually put all this thing in my in the collab server I was in. So if anyone like doing like that collab, like doing like that Ace Attorney collab, they can actually use this thing. Yeah, because like sometimes like it's not like enough in some sense. Because like they would just say like press that bastard or something like that. So like I feel like it's not immersive enough. So yeah. Yeah, of course with Indian accents, but I'm not really good with Indian accents because like here's the thing, like for Malaysians, you should be good at all accents in Malaysia, but I'm shut in. I'm always like in my room, and Malay English is fairly like normal actually. Malays speak normal English so far I know. Either that or just broken English. They don't really have an accent. As for Malaysian Chinese, well, I guess you guys heard Uncle Roger, you guys might already know. But my personal, if I need to like go heavy like Malaysian Chinese accents, I sound like Stephen He for some reasons. I don't know why. It's just basically I kind of well, I am a Malaysian Chinese lah, and then most of my friends actually do not understand when I speak normal English. So I need to speak like this for some reason with same freaking voice they understand me. I don't know why. And Indian accents it also depends on their religions, to be honest. It's really funny. Since like in Malaysia we have like multiple religions too, like Indians and Chinese always have this two different factions. Like it's really hard to say Malaysians are racist, but if the funny thing is they kind of like religionist in some sense. So like it's more like we even with our own person like Malaysian Chinese kind of like having beef with like Malaysian Christian Chinese, and then Malaysian Christian Chinese sometimes have beef with Malaysian Buddhist Chinese. Like so it's always the Christian and like the Buddhism's difference. And as for Indians, the same, like it's Hinduism and the Christian Indian always have beef with each other, and you can actually like quite easy to spot them from just their accents, because normally most Indian who have like Christianity as religions, they actually speak English quite well without any accents. And then anyone who is more aligned to Hinduism side, because they speak Hindu more, so they end up having that much more heavier Hindu accents, you know, in Indian English accents. It's like it's quite funny. And if there's a Malay who is a Christian, it's going to have like a holy war in there. I don't think that's possible in the first place. Unless that guy is freaking lying. Yeah. Like stuff in Malaysia is like very odd. It's like we aren't actually racist, but we somehow hate and not hate each other's. It's hard to say. It's like those kind of love-hate relationship everyone like have when they live together. How should I say it? Yes, we're kind of like so racist against each other's. We just like having a few like friendly jab, just saying those kind of words just for a friendly jab. It's not even like on purpose trying to like insult people. It's just like we just say it for the jab. Like, you know, being bro and stuff level. Of course, like I think like it's like back in my generations actually. I think the generation nowadays they just don't give a shit anymore. Like they just like full on being Malaysians. Like finally the generation start to full on assimilate with Malaysians. I think in my older brother generations is slightly worse. My oldest brother have like 13-year age gap, so it's like a complete one generation's circle. So like around like his era, I think the tension is like about like different races much more higher. It's almost to the point that if you go out to work, like finally go out work as an adult, you always have to like beware of other race. I'm not kidding. It's literally like gang is everywhere. Different place, different gang, different like social circles. You either get bullied or flat out start a fight. Like if you like step in the wrong neighborhood. I'm not kidding. And then in my generation, things is like start to get better. It's more like a jab than like we actually like legitly hate each other's. And then at the newer generations, which is also another one big circles, I'm already like 29, so like I seen a lot of shit already. But yeah, the nowadays the like the new days and age, like Malaysian is quite better actually. But now like Malaysian Chinese are kind of like having wars against each other factions now. Like now it's not just like Buddhism and like Christian like difference. Now we have also like pro China Malaysian Chinese too. So it's like there's like 3 factions in there. I guess like instead of saying like we hate each other by race, we more like hate each other by factions now. Yeah, it's more like inside war than outside war. Yeah, this is why I cannot take any like I actually got like this one sponsorship opportunity from Huawei, and then I'd be like, nah, I can't keep my mouth shut. I will say something that I'll just keep yapping to a point that someday I might say something I cannot say, and then shit will happen to me. Better not. Better not do that sponsorship. I'm more like being like a very indifferent person, so I don't really know I will say something wrong or not. So it's a very difficult thing. Speaking about indifference, here's the thing about like being very open. I don't give a shit anymore at this point. Like if you kind of like always stand being like a neutral, and yeah, like if you're always like trying to be open-minded. If you always want to be open-minded, you always listen to both ends, and then you always become neutral. But by time goes, you become more acceptance on almost everything. You become a very indifferent guy. Like not just like normal indifferent guys, more like you become like insensitive. Like you thought it would be okay, and then or in actuality, if you kind of like being a little bit much more sensitive, you actually know is you shouldn't even say something or say the thing you said in the first place. But you are so desensitized of being like open-minded and just like being very indifferent on both sides, you will like offend people. Like being way too neutral, you can offend people by just being way too indifferent. This kind of things happens to lots of people. Hold on. Yes, what was I doing again? This thing. Yep. Because I have this like open channel dropped in, it's basically I have a collab, like much more curated like server side. I let people drop in anytime they want, but also same time I do not want to get surprised. So my setting is like I still can hear notification. So when people like come in, I know some people come in instead of like they can boo and then scare shit out of me. I think I can specifically change that I don't get chat notification sound, but yeah, let me try and take a look. Streamer mode. Nah, I can't. Nope. Yeah, you can avoid it. When I turn on notification sound, like everything is just being there. If I get ping or anything, like people will be able to hear it. It's fine. It's just like a harmless prank to people in some sense. Oh yeah, by the way, if anyone bought Vtuber, the card game, if you guys do notice, I'm in there. But yeah, like if you guys still want to buy Vtuber, you guys can actually go to Vtuber like Twitter channel, like literally DM them to order the Vtuber card. If you are not a Malaysian, of course. Vtuber only like is for like it's a card game for Malaysians, and like only released in Malaysia at the moment. But yeah, you know. There's still lots of stuff you can do with it. And I made my own game using the Vtuber card. It's still an experimental stage, but yeah, I think I wrote like the things are good enough. So far, I'm letting like people in like some certain server. I release it to them first, see anyone wants to try it, and then like have some feedback, like actual feedback first. And I want to make like a gameplay demonstrations video, but not now. I kind of like are very busy now, but I will once I get the time for it. Because now I'm already like at a stage that I'm creating like dummy card just for demonstrations. And speaking about all those things, I do still have other jobs to do. I have commissions of making chibi art for like 3 characters. This one is more like a fail version, so I will redo it again. But this one I love the most. For some reason, this one I love the most because like they're wearing like the like like very astronaut like scuba diving like gear back in the days. So like my chibi character have this very chubby cheek. So if I need to put them like in something like very rounded, like casing, I want to make that face kind of like squeeze into it, and then like it looks so cute in here. Oh yeah, I have to like send the update to my client too. Hold on a bit. day is today again? Oh, hi, Story Art Zone. I just finished one of the drawing at the moment. Now I'm going for the second one. This one, I think I drew it a little bit too close to the side. Okay, let's do this. Make them slightly transparent. It's a light line, so I don't have to transparent them that much. Yep, that is good, but it's not my card game in the first place, so I should try to do that. I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way, like, you know, modding the game into like some with newer different gameplay. Vtuber card have like a very very rock paper scissors style gameplay. So there's not really strategy that much. It's like if you get a good card, you win. It's basically that. And for the one I made is much more difficult to play, because it's basically you have to line up, you have to place card here to accumulate point, and then you have card here to represent the health. Different type get different like health point. It's like again, like Vanguard get 3 life point, and then Midgard get 2 life point, Rearguard get 1 life point. Those kind of things. You can place like various different card, depends on the hand, and then you placed it, and then like you depends on how much attack point you have. So you place other card. It's like you also can place Vanguard, Midgard, and Rearguard card. Depends on how much point you have. You only get 3 point. Where is it? Yeah, you only get 3 point. Yeah, you only get 3 point here. So if your hand, you can just like place a Midgard here, a Rearguard here to dominate 2 lane, or if your hand have like 3 Rearguard, you can just like dominate the entire field with just 1 point at the moment. But if someone have like a Vanguard, they can just use all their point to like play Vanguard to guarantee like 1 lane, 1 game attack, something like that. Because like sometimes you have like the Rearguard as your like HP node. Why Rearguard is very good is because Rearguard have literally 1 more damage point. Basically, why I say damage point is because like you accumulate the point. The more point you get, like of course, like depends like after each turn who gets the most point gets to attack the HP node. So Vanguard is the perfect like what Vanguard doing. Vanguard protect the Rearguard. So they basically just are on the like the front line, or like you can put whatever you are. That just to like at least keep the Rearguard alive enough to deal damage. Like their role system is like still kind of there. And then if like this Rearguard is the HP node, and then they need to attack like the in front of like the enemy HP node is a Vanguard, you can't one-shot a Vanguard, but you can one-shot a Midgard. Midgard is basically increase any card that like putting on their lane, they get like a 1 more point buff. Except Vanguard again, like one thing, the gimmick I have, Vanguard by default they already are very powerful, but the problem is they cannot get any buff or debuff. That's the thing. While other card can, and Midgard is like kind of like good with lots of things, and they do have potential to get 4 point, basically stronger than Vanguard. But they have to build up that point, because here's the thing. Midgard, if they are in life node, they already get 1 attack point more, so they will be like 3 point. And then we have something called buff node. You can use 2 resources to place in a buff node if you match up with the subclass of the Midgard. Actually, there's one more funny things. Like let me try and dig it out first before I talk about this. They have a very interesting card class system at the moment. Let me try to find it. Show search. Media. So they have this very rock paper scissors like class system, while there's a rear guard and middle guard, and then like Vanguard. Vanguard is just like one class, but rear guard have like 3 different subclass, and then middle guard have 3 different subclass. It's like advanced version of like rock paper scissors. So if you put a buff node with that specific subclass, like they will get 1 more attack point. So if you have like a Midgard who have 2 point, and then already have like a buff from the Midgard HP node, you get like 3 point, and then you get 1 more buff from the buff node, you get potentially 4 point. Like generally, by the standard maximum, if without buff you put like 3 Vanguard card, you would get like 9 point. But with the potential of getting 4 point for like the Midgard card, you can get beyond like 9 point. It's like from 1 digit to 2 digit. And I have a rule that once you get 2 digit, like there's a chance that you get 2 digit. Where is it? Yes, this particular one. If you manage to accumulate like 2 digit, so you get to no, it's not in here. Did I not write it? Ooh, wait, there should be 1 in here. Is it? Ah, yes, it's here. If attack point exceed past 2 digit, it attack HP node 2 damage instead of 1. I should add it in there, but I ran out of space. Now I remember. So you can either use the buff node or debuff node. It's not like there's no limit. You can only use 1 node. You can have 3 nodes together, but it just take more turn. Basically, it's like each turn actually use like a certain amount of resources. Depends on how much you're going to spend your resources. You can choose to capitalize on the resource node first to get more resources. Because here's the thing, you cannot save up your point. Your point will always get reset. You only can use the resource node to modify how much point you get for the next turn. You can do quite a lot of stuff in here, and yeah. And the resource node, they do have their own personal like class effect in there too. Depends on what class you put on there. Vanguard again is just like a brain dead class, so they kind of like just brain dead front line. So most of their buff and debuff or the stat is like very rock solid. It's just not going to like, it's just like a flat, easy peasy, do not have to understand so many things. You just put a Vanguard card, you get 2 more resources. So you potentially can put more card into it, but you can't put 2 Vanguard card, at least. And then Midgard have like 1 resource each card putting on there. They get like 1 more like not 1 resource. It's basically 1 more free attack point. And then rear guard is basically if you have a disadvantage, means like your lane is losing, this 2 lane is losing, you get like 2 points. And if your 3 lane are losing, you get 3 more points. Then you get the potential of placing 2 Vanguard card if you have one in your hand in the first place. It's slightly luck based, but also same time, if you have the strategy, you can actually do so many things in this like game mode I created. It's because this game mode, you literally have 3 types of strategy you need to plan. Strategy 1 on the field node, and then strategy 2 on the effect node, and strategy 3 is on your HP node. So it have like a lot of like diverse strategy. You can sort of like mix and match into each other's. You can do way more stuff than how it normally used to, people used to do. And because you can't sort of like infinitely just spam card onto the field and effect node, you have to really strategize like your next move to like do for the next turn. And funny thing is, I also like make people have to like place the card face down until both end their turn, and then they will reveal the card. So it's much more headache of a strategy. It's like literally you can kite the shit out of people by just not use all your point. Like you just put 2 rear guard and then not put like a 3rd rear guard here, because rear guard only costs 1 point. If you have 3 rear guard on your hand, you can potentially like dominate all the 3 lane just by putting like first turn 3 rear guard if you have it in your hand. But you can also place 2 rear guard just to like just to fuck with your opponent. Your point is going to reset. You can't save your point. So if you kind of like put 2 rear guard card and then you then put the 3rd one, you kind of just waste that point for that turn. But it's also a strategic choice. Make your opponent think that you have 1 middle guard, and then they will sort of like maybe waste something on the resource node or something like that, or like a buff or debuff node. Like, and this kind of like things you can kind of like play a lot of like mind game with your opponent. Hey, this is an art commission art stream. Why am I talking about this thing? Focus, Kire, focus. Well, like I say every single time I came into my when I start my stream, yeah, there's a few new people. I should actually like do my standard greetings. Hello everyone. My name is Kire Valkyrie, and I am your host and your voice with a voice here to entertain you, and may or may not went off at tangents and start yapping about. Yes, that is literally my opening. And speaking about the opening, my card game, not my card game, the card review, like on this particular card, Vtuber actually have like card review like sessions. It's basically everyone get like a card review and then have a voice line in there. My voice line is basically I do not have enough time to do my opening. If you want to know about that, just go search Vtuber and try to find my like card review video. I can't ban any card at the moment because all the card is like, you know, basically class related. They are taking advantage of classes. There's no newer class or like weaker class there because it's just flat out point based. It doesn't have a different subclass, you get different effect. You put different card there, you have like much more like higher difference of like it's basically it's like a very basic game, but basic also same time have lots of complexity. It's just involved with numbers because the buff and debuff node itself is just specifically buff that particular subclass. Imagine you may have like 3 rear guard on your field node. You're trying to buff your rear guard, but your rear guard is like 2 of them is like let me try to like bring this up again. Like you only have like 3 rear guard card on your field node, but you try to buff the rear guard card, but you have 2 marksmen and 1 sorcerer, but on your hand you only have the sorcerer card. Even you still have like rear guard card, you only have the sorcerer card, and then you place. If you really want to buff, you got no choice but to like put sorcerer card on your buff node, and then you only buff 1 rear guard card instead of like buff this marksman card. So in a sense, it's very balanced. The game, I somehow made it so balanced, I do not know how to rebalance this shit. There's no like unbalanced gameplay so far in what I play inside my mind. I can't think of anything unbalanced move here. I do think of like a few strategy if you're lucky. Like same like I told you guys again that there's one thing is called like a full-on rearguard assault. It's because rearguard themselves already deals 2 damage if they win the lane. You literally can like have all your HP node, half is rearguard, and then if your hand still have rearguard, you can spend all 3 points, put each one half a lane. Because your enemy might not have enough card to put on all the lane. Maybe they have like 2 fighter, they only can place 1 fighter, or 2 fighter, I mean like 2 mid guard, they can only place 1 mid guard because they only got 3 points. They only can put on 1 lane, or they can put at least like 1 vanguard on 1 lane, or they can just like put 1 mid guard, put 1 rear guard. Like no matter what kind of situations happen, you are going to damage that lane. If the enemy is either like a mid guard, like their HP node is a mid guard, or a rear guard, they are going to get 1 shot. I won't going to say like rear guard is OP if you have all your HP node is mid guard. You literally can tank through that damage if people actually use that use that strategies, you know. So it's a very balanced game. You can prevent your enemy to get buffed by dropping their like using the debuff node if you have like the same time they buff that particular subclass. Just going to say like they have a mid guard here, they buff a fighter, and then you have a fighter card too. You can decide it for that turn just to debuff back that fighter just for laugh. Or you can debuff his like other like rear guard class or like some other class because they have like a few like few more of this card that like than like middle guard class like in their like deck or something. Like you can do quite lots of stuff with that. Because the buff and debuff node only affect the middle guard and rear guard. The vanguard, by default, they have a very high health, high point, but they also use a lot of point. The only negative fact the vanguard have is they have to use 3 points to actually use them. You can't really like spam vanguard that easily, but you can spam this 2 type of card very easily. So Vanguard personally is a very good card, but also same time you only got 3 points. 3 points each turns. You can only spam like 1 Vanguard card. Unless it's like opening, you use it as your HP node. Like that's one thing is like you can do for Vanguard card. It's like you can literally stack. It's the most accumulative. You need to stack 3 type of card layer on top of each other's. You that's a rule for HP node. You need 3 type of card, else the game itself would end really fast. So you will have like 3 cards stacked onto each other's. You can have like a vanguard, middle guard, rear guard, or like 2 rear guard, 1 vanguard, something like that. Putting there, and there is a potential you can have 1 lane is just 3 vanguard there. You have 9 life point in that lane. You are going to tank through almost everything. And if you place a card like you already have like this lane, you only have 3 rear guard, and then 3 rear guard only worth 1 attack point. So if you have 3 rear guard here, and then you are losing this lane, you can replace 1 card the next turn. It doesn't have any caveat, you just replace a card. And then the card that you just took out, just shuffle it back to the deck. Just that easy. And if the HP node also got taken out, like that particular card, like you have 1 rear guard got just one-shotted by like a fighter, you just like take that card and reshuffle back to the deck. Of course, it's standard rule, like each turn you take 1 card too. Like, again, like in a sense, I somehow made a very balanced game. That's so balanced that you can't actually do anything to it. Besides, we only have like limited card decked in the first place. Like how many card that we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, wait, I can just literally look at this one. How many cards we have? I think we have like 40 cards in 1 deck. They literally sell they aren't selling it in pack. They literally sell it in like poker deck style. So you just get all the card. So you don't even have to build deck. And I don't even have to set up like you set up for card limit and stuff. Because you personally, like, we only have 40 card, so we can't actually use that. We can't actually reduce the number of the card used, because imagine this: 3 card, 3 card, 3 card here. You already used 9 card over here, and then if you potentially fill up the entire row here, you have another set of 9 here, another set of 3 here, so you would have 21 card already been used in here. So just for diversity's sake, I guess the best choice is still just use the entire deck is better, you know. Just depends on how you shuffle the card. And funny thing is, like, they don't really have a lot of Vanguard card. Vanguard card is like a Joker card in there. So you can't essentially like do like what I say, like triple Vanguard like stack that easily. If even you do, you waste like a tons of like huge potential for like 1 lane dominations at the very early game, using the Vanguard card on the field node, or like use the flat out +2 resource point on the resource node. Because the rest of them, like if they put it in resource node, they have some weird ass. They have some very weird ass conditions for the mid guard and rear guard. Rear guard is the one that I kind of like find it the most funny one. Like if you get each like lane have 1 card got debuff, you get 1 extra resources. So it's basically depends on your enemy use any debuff or not. This is more or less like try to scare off your opponent not to use a debuff card on you, because you again, like, this game is to stack numbers. You use your buff node and debuff node and your field node to stack up the number. And if you manage to stack up like 2-digit, you get to attack like twice as much damage. So people would want to prevent you to stack up 2-digit. Like even they are losing the game, they would try their best at least not lose to 2-digit stack. So if they put like debuff node there, and then voila, you got like just the right time, you got a lot of guy get debuff, and then you get like more resources for next turn. And then you got enough point to like do other stuff, you know? Basically, you have 2 ways to potentially get 3 resource point. 3 more like additional resource point means that you get 6 resource point the next turn. And it's to use mid guard and it's to use rear guard as your like resource node. But Vanguard is a flat out no conditions 2 resource point only. It doesn't have conditions. It's a flat out easy to use, but it only can have 2 point there. So you cannot have 6 point. The max, you could say like the maximum amount you can get. You can't take advantage of almost everything. But mid guard and rear guard, if you play it well on the resource node, you get way more out of it. It's basically, there's a difficulty curve when there's like an effect, and then the Vanguard is like the beginner's card for everyone to use, more or less. So the rest of the card have like tiny conditions there that help them up. And then Vanguard, again, being the baby card, gets no buff because they already are so powerful by default. So they gets no buff and then gets no debuff. They can't do any jack shit aside from just stand there and look cool. So it's very balanced. I accidentally made them so balanced. I don't even know how to like make them unbalanced. Yeah, it's just like the fact that is a thing is just, it's just so funny. Of course, like in the futures, if Vtuber make more cards, you guys will start to have to make deck. Like I would, if I really need to put like a card limit there, I would say 35 or like 40 is like the card limit. So they have to like make deck that way. But imagine a potential like a potential deck that have like just rear guard card. That would be hilarious. Or like a baby deck, just like full on, they only have like Vanguard only. Because Vanguard is superior to everything, not because I'm in Vanguard. Trust me, it's not biased. It's not biased at all. I make Vanguard that powerful. Why do I even zoom in that close? Nah, I did get some inspirations from some other card game. Marvel Snap or like PSO2 like have this like card game called Line Break. I technically borrow a little bit from that. It's just that both of them have like lots of like card effect and then field effect there. I think it's a little bit too complicated, even though they kind of like already simplified it. But if it's like for a card deck that I'm using that already have a fixed class, this and that, yeah, that stuff is just not going to work. Either they have to print more card, more different type of card, which will further confuse people. It's not going to be a good thing. So I'm just using what they have to create, to sort of like to reverse engineer some of the thing. So it become much more unique at the end. Besides, it's actually I don't understand how to play the original game in the first place. Original game is kind of like simple, but I still don't understand how to play it well. A lot of people say it's like very RNG. I don't know because I can't. I personally do not understand the game well enough. So I kind of like, oh, I don't understand the game. What to do? Make my own. Made my own house rule. Done. Like that's the most drastic measures. I don't understand your anime. All right, let's make an let's use your material to make another anime. Nah, more in a respectful way. I just don't play a lot of card games, so I kind of like don't know like this stuff, especially like their base. The card games are like they created originally same is they reference from those kind of like Vanguard, like Card Fight Vanguard, and Yu-Gi-Oh based card game. So for me, I personally do not understand those card game in the first place, because those card game is like very effect heavy based. You know, like, oh, I have this effect to do that effect, and then I can trigger this effect, and then trigger that effect, and then while that effect is triggered, I can trigger this effect. Like, holy shit, how many effects you want to trigger? Personally, I don't really like Yu-Gi-Oh that much. It's because of that. Yeah, my friend plays it, and sometimes the Dual Master Link, I think it's called, they kind of like sometimes share it out in Discord while they're playing it, and I'll be like, I watch so many times, and I still do not understand a single thing they do. I just know usually they end in one turn. If they don't end in one turn, it's going to be long, very, very long. I also heard they actually released like a new card that basically destroy all the meta deck, but also ruined the entire game because I don't know, because the effect is so overpowered, everyone is just going to just use that card only. I'm not sure. I don't play. I don't understand the thing they say. The power of vector line. Well, there's always fun deck, what my friends call. Actually, there's so many fun deck is actually very powerful, just not lots of people use it because everyone just go for a meta deck. Like, I remember my friends, like, he is like kind of like he loved to play the slime deck, and then the God Slime Ra, and then the what egg again? The golden egg? I don't know. At least that is the impression I know about like him. He loved to play like stupid card, or like full on skeleton deck for no reason. Card game exists a long time ago. When board game is a thing, card game is a thing. Both happen at the same time, actually, more or less. You can try to search. I think like you can say like the most granddaddy of all is kind of like wizardry. I'm kind of old, so I at least I know wizardry used to be exist, and it was like a very big card dungeon game. I think it's even before D&D. Is it after D&D or before D&D? I forgot. Like D&D is again the granddaddy of all games, and I'm not exaggerate with that. If you see any game with stat system, that is D&D. Back in the days, role-playing games or anything that have like that stat system, supposed to have the stat system, back then they don't really have stat system. How you play the game is you have a book, you read it, and then it gives you multiple choice. It doesn't give you like stat check. If you want to do this, you get that shit. You read the book, page 1 to 10, you have a choice. If you choose choice A, you flip to the next page. If you want to choose the second choice, you flip to the page 25. If you have the third choice, you flip to the page 50 or something. And see the consequences of your actions. And then with that, depends on your game over or not, you're going to continue reading it until you see another choice, and then choose that choice, and then flip to that particular page they guide you to. That is how role-playing games are back in the days. And then they applied it into computers when you can type in multiple choice answer, but you still need the books. They literally will send you the CD and the books and give you a tiny bit of visual. And then slowly they start moving this and that, that stuff. But again, like because of that game, and like for some people, like flipping stories, they want to be a little bit much more creative, like on the outcome instead of like pre-written outcome. So they want more flexibility. So they create like a stat point check systems, just to make the thing like sound a little bit logical. If you want to like on the spot create a stories of a situation that just happened because of a choice, this and that kind of things. And then D&D is born. Technically, I don't think it's called D&D first. It's like something else first, and then D&D bought the license and then renamed it to D&D. I kind of like forgot it. But generally, something like that kind of things happens. And also I am old. Hate to say that sometimes, but yeah. But those knowledge are generally actually something that from my older brother's era. Is because like again I'm quite close with them, so I have a lot of knowledge that is actually not suitable to my age. It's not like I'm just like a very like retro enthusiastic person. It's more like I live with a lot of people who knows a lot of retro stuff. And speaking about retro, if you go to Game Museum, you will find PS2 there. High mode! Hi there, banana. The client wants us to look like JoJo. So I shall draw JoJo. Not fallen JoJo. Dodo. Yeah, this is why the dinosaur is not supposed to look like that, the eye. But since it's JoJo, I need to at least like have like a very, very like menacing eye. But chibi character cannot have menacing eye. So I just like let the you know, like let the pets do it. Yeah, I can color it tomorrow. There's so many things to do today. How long is it already? I've been streaming. Oh, 2 hours. Oh. Yeah, I still have quite lots of things I need to do. I just do one thing at a time at the moment. Like, one commission's already finished. This is the part of the second commissions. Actually, I draw a JoJo poster before. One of my YCH is actually draw a Vtuber in a stand pose. Not a stand pose, it's more like a pedestal pose. You know, like those kind of people do like those kind of Michelangelo stuff thingy. Yeah, that one. Let me try to find it. This one. So basically everyone get like a pedestal, and then they kind of like do that pose there. Hey, where's my second one? Oh no, my second one is not there. Where are you? Yeah, current one just gone for some reasons. But yeah, like they're so I basically create like a stage for them, chibi stage, and then like they stand on the theme stage, and then like do the thing they do. Back then I was trying to make a sample, and then I asked Axel what he wants. Like he doesn't know what he wants, so I just his viewer just say randomly just say let's do JoJo pose, and then I just have JoJo. And then current one, since I don't have that particular one, just going to open this one, I guess. Okay, this is current one. Oh, There's so many things you can do with like drawing like those. But again, this kind of service, not lots of people notice it. I even have this gacha system up my head. But the gacha system is just for fun, to be honest. It's just like a lame excuse to show off like my other like drawing skill. I am a little bit tired. Let me drink my tea. Actually, my tea gone cold. Nope, it's still warm. Praise the like thermal cup, thermos cup, or something like that. It doesn't have a cover, but it still managed to keep it warm for quite a long time. To be honest, I might change my like streaming time for the futures. I used to always stream in the morning because like I get much more like Western audience most of the time, so I stream in my morning. By the way, again, I am Malaysian, so if anyone who is like still in Western side, it's 3:40 p.m. Like, you guys should go to sleep because I know it's completely opposite my time. It's like 3:40 a.m. for someone. Happens a lot. But I have like this particular streaming sessions is actually I kind of like fixed it on I have like this streaming timing that I do like my Ace Attorney series stuff. Basically, we all kind of like just be there and then do voice acting and stuff. You kind of can see in here. I think tonight have another release. Have another video will be released. Let me take a look. Schedule, content. Yep, tonight there will be my tonight at 8 a.m. means like around 4 hours later, less than 4 hours-ish later. There will be a new video coming out. It's a clip of like this particular sections, one of it. So it's basically we do a lot of like voice acting stuff. I have with him previously on We Equal Terrible Lawyer.
Defend Maya, what the fuck?
Yeah, defend her. My heart says to go home, but like defend her. We'll just defend her. There'll be no point.
Let's see what the dice says.
Yeah, basically we just like do voiceover while playing Phoenix, right? I personally already finished the game, so I didn't play it. I just let my guests play it.
Okay, it said defender.
I already pressed it. I made up my... Alright. I made up my mind. I can't get the ramen. You have to cook it for me. I'm going to defend you whether you want me or not, because I really need that ramen. Oops.
He hasn't eaten in days. He's not paid intern.
Why?
I'm hungry. I've been wanting to eat since yesterday. Mia promised me free food. I go there, I only smell blood.
Yeah. I was expecting some like really nice broth. Nah, it was blood.
And then I keep hiring more and more guests
Let me roll for this one.
to do my
But
thingy.
not when I have money.
Yeah, my stages keep getting bigger and bigger.
I am the host and your Vtuber voice, which have no idea what I'm doing. A very good anytime zone.
I went back to starting silk screen.
Really? For you guys?
Yeah. I'm on YouTube. I like went to the courtroom, then back to the start. Oh, no, it's back. Never mind. Ignore me.
Well, either way, everyone can introduce yourself. Let's go for the standard one. Ryu.
Camry, Space Switch, Pig on Head, la di la di la. There you go.
And then there's Yomi.
I'm doing a message at the minute.
Then Tig.
What a good intro. Hello, my name is Tig. I'm Slime. I'm the big guy here, but also this little guy here. I don't know if that changed on stream, but same thing. Saber slimes. Yeah,
Wait,
cool.
oh my yeah. I don't know actually.
I don't know if the hotkeys work. They show up on the stream.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kira
yeah,
react
yeah,
on
yeah,
Kira
yeah.
stuff.
Oh god, ooh. Maybe I'm just really delayed.
I was watching on Discord and I was like, oh.
Most technically, I should say 900.
Well, there's like basically there's a lot of like shenanigans happening and stuff.
Oh wow, oh wait, never mind. That's the issue.
All right, now this is a few options. Like Ryu say, we need to present that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So at least we
Somehow
need to
I managed to
present
click on
the
this
attorney
one.
badge to everyone we see so far.
Yes.
Hey, guess what?
I am a liar.
Actually, I really hate your guts.
The joke's on you. I don't have
So
any.
get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating.
But I am a lawyer.
Yeah, if anyone like didn't know about a meme, like if you try to like try to search for the meme for like the I am a surgeon, I am a surgeon. Like we do that shit a lot. And the most golden part is Take decided to become French in this one.
The like how we found out is
The murder
into the
happened.
hotel.
It's a
This room. Thanks.
Oh my
Is the
God.
bookcase it highlight?
I really want.
Alright.
This is where the murder.
Who else was in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, why are there two glasses? Why are there two wine glasses? Who else was in the room?
Okay.
No, yeah, that's
Take-
yeah.
You said he
Go
was
as
French,
posh
right?
as possible. Yes.
Posh or French?
If you
Both.
want, French, if you can.
Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself.
Whoa, actually quite spot on.
Oh my God, your voice sounds so different, bellboy.
Oh, I have a cold.
Oh my God.
Thanks. I'm sorry for putting you on the spot like that yesterday's. And yeah, like aside from that, nothing much.
No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the gateway's rep, as they say. Oh, oui.
How, like,
Wait,
what kind of rep? Like rep of like there's a witness potential murder in your
The
hotel?
rep of the hotel.
Yeah, people like to come see serial killer spots, no?
Well, yeah,
I
think about
guess.
it. No one would go to a hotel if there was somebody who like killed somebody there or was a
Oh, yeah,
part of
like,
a murder case.
There is like a
No,
few
it
like
helps the
cases in like
representation.
hotel have like few famous room is basically like, oh, this is where the celebrity dies, and then they
Yeah,
like,
like this is the
Yeah,
room. This is
yeah.
the room with the ghost haunts, you know?
oh my
Yeah.
god, this is the most haunted hotel.
Oh yes, very haunted.
huh? Rep?
Yeah, like we do lots of like funny stuff here. Basically, like I want to make an animation out of it, like some of the skit that we actually did in here, because here's the thing: we do not just kind of like play out the voiceover. We kind of add stuff on on ourselves too, just for the fun of it. So if anyone play like the Phoenix Wright entire Phoenix Wright series, is that and they know it's like in this game have lots of bullshit. We just enhance the bullshit even further. What do you think about that series with that medic? I actually don't watch that TV series at all. I at least know that I'm a surgeon, Dr. Han. Is it Dr. Han or Dr. Wong? I forgot. By the way, yeah, like this is like a short advertisement about like my weekly series is going to be on for a very long series. Is because like the game have like more than six. The game have like more than six series in there. So there's like Ace Attorney trilogy, then the Apollo Justice trilogy, and then like the Great Ace Attorney series. Now it's going to make the first game already out. They already I think they're making the second game, or the second game also out. I think the second game is also out, but it's only on Switch at the moment. And then they are also planning to make the third game. So, and there will be another great Ace Attorney trilogy. And then they just re-released one of the like Edgeworth Ace Prosecutor. That one is not a trilogy. I think it's just like 2 series only. That one is the for Edgeworth one actually is not a new game. Fun fact is actually it's an old game that I think it's just in 3DS or just in like DS, and then it's only sell in Japan, and they finally remastered it in English and then start selling this game, and then I was like, oh, finally. Actually, I already like I had the game on like an emulator with the English patch on, but I never managed to play the game because back then like I got myself 3DS and then I played the Dual Destiny of like of Ace Attorney. Like it's like I think it's like the second game from the Apollo Justice, and I didn't finish the Dolphin DLC. The Killer Whale or Dolphin, I kind of forgot. I think it's the Killer Whale. Yeah, the Killer Whale one. And I also didn't finish the last game of Apollo Justice, so like I might like it's basically I play a lot part of the game like in the futures. If we manage to get into the Apollo Justice part, I'm going to also be like very blank at everything too, because at the current moment I'm just being like a very good host, like let my guests play, and then I just watch all the like chaos happening, and somehow like also like do the thingy, like just try to like sow some madness in there. Yeah, I just say emulator. I didn't say what kind of emulator. Is it a DS emulator? Is it a Switch emulator? Nobody knows. I just say emulator. Nobody knows what emulator it is. Did I say Nintendo brand emulator? No. Definitely. But yeah, it's quite sad. Like one of the like I think it's the DS emulator got closed down by Nintendo. Is it DS? Like 3DS already down. The Citrus, not the Citrus, the Krita one, and then the DS one. I remember I actually play a few games in there, but again, like it's the game that already got discontinued. It's not going to like be in there forever and ever. I'm just playing it for like, oh, this kind of game exists because like here's the thing. I play a lot of Platinum game. I love Platinum game, but I think like they haven't made a game for quite a while. I don't know why. Like, let's check up. But the only Platinum game I never play is the Bayonetta series. Funny thing is, like they get like they get on the map because of Bayonetta. But for me, I played that game way long time before Bayonetta is thing. Nowadays, there's a few company also do game actions that's similar to how Platinum do their actions. Like if you ever play Kuro game, they kind of like do a lot of like actions quite similar to like the feelings, similar matchup with Platinum game. Let me see. but they have. Mm, they have their hands on the Grand Blue Fantasy Relink only. Holy heck, it's been a while. Wow. I think, yeah, I think Babylon 4 really did some damage on them. They just haven't made any game after Babylon 4. Like Bayonetta 3 is like, I think it's like working in the same time along with Babylon 4, with like Babylon 4. So afterward, they just didn't do any game afterward. Oh, that's just sad. Like, even the Grand Blue Fantasy is not... They didn't do anything on the Grand Blue Fantasy that much, too. It's like 2016 to 2019. So it's not a recent thing. So they literally have nothing coming out. Oh, wow, that just... I feel sad for them. They were a great giant. The best waifu in the game, Speedwagon. Before Zawal is a thing, Speedwagon already can stop time and do expositions. That is his power. Can speak in high speed in a split seconds. His power is way more powerful than a stand. Imagine Speedwagon actually have a stand. What would it be? I love my green tea. By the way, yeah, it's a little bit late night, already 4-ish, something like that. I might have to take some break. And also like finish up, since I already finished like my commission stuff. By the way, if you guys didn't know, I'm doing the commission for Go Me For You, which is using my Vgen stuff. If anyone wants something from the Vgen, I'm there. I actually do animations too. Well, just like animated emote only. If you have some friends that is a VTuber, need some stuff to do, here you go. I do quite lots of other stuff, and then they are from YouTube. They want some hand-drawn thumbnail. That I do lots of hand-drawn thumbnail. And yeah, that will be all. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, stay tuned on the next stream. Bye-bye.